Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are joined by Lois Levenhagen and Morley Wentland with the women's affiliate of Beaver Dam area, talking about a Day in the Park craft fair coming up Sunday, July 13th from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. at Swan Park in Beaver Dam. And this is going to be a really fun day. I'm sure a number of folks have been down to this event before. Let's talk a little bit about what to expect and what you're going to find when you come down to a Day in the Park craft fair.
Oh, you're going to see so many things. We'll have nearly 200 vendor spaces.
Wow.
And they feature crafts over a very wide range of areas. Woodworking, silver, handmade leather, polymer jewelry, clothing, dog and cat pet treats, welcome mats, plant chairs, garden art, wind chimes, pot holders, bowl cozy, wall art, and so much more. I think it would be very hard to not find something you just think you have to have.
I was going to say, it sounds like, really, truly something for everyone down there when you've got that many vendors. Yeah.
And it's so colorful.
Yeah.
And it's so colorful. Draws a big crowd every year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lois, have you found any favorites over the years at the craft fair?
Well, I like to go to the jewelry and sewing things.
Oh,
and stuff,
sure.
Check it out and see what they have and what's the trend, at this point, because they've got table runners and things even for on your toilet. I've seen already over the years. And
oh, wow.
Mini quilts and all kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I look forward to that.
Yeah, there's it's just a whole slew of things. And so when you're coming to Swan Park, what's the setup like? Are you in a certain part of the park? Are you kind of all over? What's that look like?
We are actually all over the park because 200 vendor spaces, that takes up quite a bit of area.
I would imagine.
So you walk along the paths
Sure.
and people have their display areas all set up. And it does take over most of the park. There's a food area and the band shell. And, of course, the play area where the splash pad is and the bouncy house, things like that are. And everything else is covered by vending booths. It's really cool.
Incredible.
Do you want to hear a fun fact?
I would love to hear a fun fact.
The silver jewelry is made by a silversmith who now lives in Colorado but lived in Beaver Dam in his youth. It's just sort of
Really?
neat.
So
Somebody
that's
is
one of the
coming from
vendors.
that far away just
Oh.
to participate in our craft fair.
Oh, that is really, really neat.
Yes.
So how do these vendors get, how do you go about selecting the vendors? Is it just in an open application process? How does that work? How do you get down to the vendors?
Well, those that are there after the next day, they can already start registering for next year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that they've got the app and the email address they can get in, and they do it all by on the computer,
Sure.
and stuff, and they can use their charge card and pay for it that way. Right?
Gotcha.
Actually, we still have booth sites open
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh, do you?
we
Okay.
have room for even more than 200.
Oh, wow.
And so they can register at boothcentral.com.
Okay.
And then you click on the tab at the top that says Artist or Vendor. Then click on Search Events, which is located under the in-person events. And then you enter a Day in the Park in the next search. And then from there you can start an application. And right now, vendors can still pre-register until July 10th.
July 10th.
And
okay.
after that day, they come to the registration booth on July 13th. They can actually come in the morning
really?
of the craft fair
Oh,
day
wow. Okay.
and register. But registration starts at 6 a.m. And if they want to be ready for 9 a.m., they have
You're
to
gonna
come
have to be
early.
there at 6 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they can pay for a booth right then.
Fantastic. We're talking with Morley Wentland and Lois Levenhagen with women's affiliate of Beaver Dam area. Day in the Park Craft Fair coming up Sunday, July 13th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Swan Park in Beaver Dam. And as you mentioned, around 200 vendors already registered. Maybe some more will be there at the last minute. So a lot of different shopping that you can do with the vendors. But that's not it. It's not just about the shopping. You've got other things going on as well. Talk about some of the entertainment that you're going to have out there that day.
Well, we have entertainment for the young people, or those who are young at heart. Face painting, a bouncy house, balloon art, and of course the splash pad is available, and that's free for the little kids.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really nice addition to our park.
I mean, there's a great idea there. If any moms and dads are listening, bring the kids, bring their suits, have them go play in the splash pad, and mom and dad can go around and do some shopping.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then on top of that, I think you got a little music that you're going to have going too.
Yes, we do. We have Poverty and Panic playing from 9 to 11, and then Sam Rodewald, who was one of our featured artists last year, playing from 12 to 3. We're very excited to have both of these groups. Sam is by himself, but Poverty and Panic, they're just a really nice addition to the park. It just makes it so relaxing. It's pretty great.
I've gotten to take in some of their music before, and I think that's going to be a perfect fit. So so you've got some shopping, you've got some music to enjoy, and I imagine there's a little food there to enjoy too.
Yep, there is going to be plenty of food. I'm with the American Legion Auxiliary, and I was going to look it up. This is our 4th or 5th year that we're running the main food booth. That's in the center of the park in that great big shelter.
Oh, gotcha.
And we have an extended menu. We got our hamburgers, our brats, and nachos and cheese, chili cheese dogs. We got a whole gamut of stuff, including the little things, the chips and the soda and water and everything. The only thing is I had to raise the price a little bit this year.
Okay, things are going up,
yeah.
Things are not going down in price.
I didn't want to, but, the funds that we make on this after we pay the bills and stuff, what's left over, we use that money then to help our veterans in this area. And we've helped buying wheelchairs and lift chairs, and every year at Christmas time and Easter, the kids the parents are at the Army Reserve Center over by the high school. We always make sure they get gift cards or a big basket of chocolates and candy and games and stuff at Easter time. So we paid back, to the veterans and their families is what we do.
It sounds like a pretty reasonable reason for increasing the prices a little bit. If it's going to a good cause like that, I think we can all get behind that.
Yeah, and then we're not the only one, because then there's going to be higher grounds. So we're going to be that small shelter that's on the corner of Mills and University Avenue, and it's near the registration booth. And they're going to have snacky things and stuff there.
Gotcha.
And some drinks. They're going to have that. And then Blue Boy's going to be with us this year for ice cream.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, so I forgot to look where they're at in the park, but they're there.
Yeah, they'll be there somewhere.
Yeah, they'll be there somewhere, yeah. So they're going to be there. But there's I know there's a guy coming with a popcorn machine and stuff.
Okay.
And then there's going to be some other, I believe some drinks and maybe some donuts or something. But there's other nibbly things and snack things that you can have also besides a main meal from us.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've got everything covered food-wise. Come out, have some lunch, have a little coffee, start your morning, have some lunch, have some ice cream. Yep. Ooh, July can get a little warm out there, so that's some ice cream sounds perfect for that day. So that'll be great. Again, the 54th annual Day in the Park Craft Fair, Sunday, July 13th, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Swan Park in Beaver Dam. One of the other things that folks are going to find out there that day is the membership table. Talk a little bit about that.
This year we are going to have a membership table. We would like to encourage women especially who wish to participate in helping make our community even better than it is. So we're going to have a couple of ladies staff the table who will tell anybody everything and anything they've ever wanted to know about the women's affiliate, and hope that we can entice these people to join our group. We're a fun group of ladies who really just want to make Beaver Dam even better than it is. Yeah. Sort of hard to do, but that's our goal.
And this craft show that we're putting as our main major fundraiser. We really don't do a lot of other fundraisers throughout the whole year.
No.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it.
And like Lois stated, with the veterans, the American Legion, helping the veterans and their family, the women's affiliate takes the funds that they garnish after they pay the bills from the craft fair, because there certainly are things that we have to pay for. After that, we take the monies and donate it back again into the community.
Sure.
To various organizations and charities to help Beaver Dam continue to grow and prosper.
And we've even helped beautify that park itself, too.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done quite a bit with Swan Park.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What are some of the other community projects that you guys have used those funds to help out with?
Well, we have donated in the past to Swan Park, which we have done a lot with Swan Park itself. We were very instrumental in the splash pad renovation and other projects in the past. We've donated to the library, the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, the YMCA, Chamber Office Caboose Restoration, the police and fire departments, the Family Center Hockey Rink. We donated to the pickleball court, the pickleball courts that were just opened up last year, and that's 9 new courts in Beaver Dam. Very popular sport now. And PAVE, the Veterans Memorial, the Watermark Community Center, and there are even more. I have a list that's
probably
pretty
a mile long
that I could talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, the 54th annual Day in the Park Craft Fair coming up Sunday, July 13th, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Swan Park in Beaver Dam. We've got just a couple minutes left, but a couple other things we wanted to touch on while we've got you here is obviously expecting probably good crowds again this year, but you've got some good parking and a good shuttle option as well. Tell us a little bit about some of those options for folks that are planning to come on down.
Well, there is a shuttle bus that's available because although there is parking on the city streets, that fills up really
Pretty quick.
quickly. But the free shuttle bus is available in the parking lot of the Marshfield Medical Center on the corner of University Avenue and Webster Street. The pickup stop starts at 9 and will end at 3. It was popular last year. People really enjoyed having that. It made it so convenient. And as I said, it's a free service, and just being so convenient, it makes it easier to shop.
Yeah.
Yet knowing that you don't have to worry about
And
parking.
it takes about a half an hour to come around the loop that they make. So about every half an hour, you can get back on at Swan Park and go back to your car, or vice versa park, and get on and come back.
Yeah,
to the park.
it goes round and round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Round and round.
Very
So
good.
if you're finished shopping early, you just wait at the pickup center and you'll get a ride back to the Marshfield Medical Center
that's gonna be
parking
up-
lot.
And that's going to be by the splash pad again, if I remember right.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
By the splash
That's the
pad, okay.
drop-off point.
Yeah, and pick up again.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
super.
right.
So that is a great option. And of course, we know, events like this is a great community event. They don't happen without a lot of support from the community and different organizations and businesses. And that is certainly the case here. And you guys have a number of great sponsors that you wanted to mention and say thank you for their support of the event.
Yes, we do, and just bear with me a minute. There's quite a few. State Farm Insurance, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Richards Insurance, WDS Construction, K&B Tree and Lawn Care, Springbrook Estate, JB Mechanical, Kladowski Real Estate, staff from the Edward Jones offices, Aaron Bischoff, Kevin Carnine, Matt Emmer, Monica McGauley, Andrew Mahan, and Nick Schubert, Lidkey Motors, A1 Tri-County Vacuum and Sewing, Piggly Wiggly, U-Store, Ballwig Implement, and Marshfield Medical Center. And we couldn't do any of this without their support. A big, big thank you to them all. As a matter of fact, I will just tout our shirts. Every year, the women's affiliate members wear a shirt promoting a Day in the Park Craft Fair. And on the back of our shirts is a list of all our sponsors. So a big shout out to them. This year we'll be wearing a dark pink shirt, or fuchsia or magenta, whatever
Okay.
you wish to call it. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Right.
Awesome. We've got Morley Wendland and Lois Levenhagen with us from the women's affiliate of Beaver Dam area. 54th annual Day in the Park Craft Fair coming up Sunday, July 13th from 9 until 3 at Swan Park in Beaver Dam. And we're up against the clock, but before we get out of here, give you each one final word on why folks should come on down and join for a fun day.
Well, there's plenty to do, plenty to see, plenty to buy, and lots of good food and everything. And it's a fun day, and hopefully the weather will be with us. I think you'll take care of that for us.
We'll
And
make
so-
our calls
Yeah.
as much as we
Yeah,
can.
because it's a lot of fun. It's rain or shine. It's going to go on.
Okay,
Right.
good to know.
Right.
Absolutely, and I couldn't have said it better than Lois did.
All right, very good. Again, Morley Wendland and Lois Levenhagen with Women's Affiliate Day in the Park Craft Fair, Sunday, July 13th, 9 until 3. Thanks so much for coming in this morning. It's great chatting
you for
with you.
having
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, looking forward to checking it out. We'll be down there with the whole family checking it out, so we're excited as well. We'll be back with more Hometown Today next on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
powered by Daily Dodge.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. And if you don't really like having guests over to your home, or you close all the room doors when folks come over because you're just kind of embarrassed because you're like, the room doesn't look very nice. I don't know how to decorate it. Luckily for you and I, because I'm the same way, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. But luckily for us, we've got McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Sandy and the team over there are happy to help. They'll sit down with you, discuss your decorating ideas, and formulate a complete plan for any or all rooms in your home. Just bring them the measurements and pictures of your room and decide any items that you want to keep, and then they can discuss your paint colors, your furniture styles, area rug ideas, accessory ideas. They'll combine your ideas and their expertise and arrive at a room plan that works for you and works within your budget. That's important too. And that's all there is to it. Super simple, and they will help you have it looking absolutely beautiful. Stop in and see them today at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, where customers matter and quality counts. My thanks again to Lorley and Lois for joining us with the women's affiliate to talk about Day in the Park Craft Fair coming up July 13th. In this segment of Hometown Today, I am happy to be joined by Sam Jones. She is the Youth Services Librarian here at Beaver Dam Library. Thanks for coming in today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I know you said it's your first time doing radio, so
Yeah.
we're jumping right into it. Well, it's nice to have you here, and before we got a couple of things we want to talk about with you today going on over at the library, but how long have you been with the library now?
So I have been at the library for a little over 3 years.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
And as youth services librarian, what's kind of what kind of stuff are you doing in that role?
Yeah, so I do events for kids from like 0 all the way up to 18. So I do teens as well. I do collection development at the library, so all the fun new books I get to order and purchase. And
Ooh,
yes,
that's got to be a really fun part of the
it
job.
is. It's hard to, limit myself sometimes.
You just want to go crazy.
They're
You're
just
like,
so
I want
fun.
all of them. I want all of them.
They're all so good.
Well, very fun, and obviously, like you said, part of your role is coordinating different activities for the kids, and one of the big ones we're here to talk about today is your summer reading program. So let's delve into that and talk about what that's all about.
Yeah, so our summer reading program started June 2nd, but anyone can do it at any time. It's for all ages, so even adults can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so we have a paper log that you can pick up at the library, or you can use an app. There's an app called Beanstack. It's super easy to use. You can log your reading through it, get notified when you have like prizes that you can pick up. So it's very easy to use, but people still like paper sometimes, so we do have that.
Okay.
Every circle is 10 minutes of reading. And our goal is to do 60 minutes of reading a week or a level, and that it's really not as hard as you may think.
Yeah.
So we have 8 levels that you can do, and after each level, you get a prize. Yes, so adults every week can pick a prize from we call it a picnic basket.
Okay.
With like little goodies in it.
Okay,
And we also
so it's
have,
not even like it's not specifically like, oh, you've finished this week, so you get this specific prize. There's actually kind of a variety of things.
Yes, for adults,
Okay.
yeah, there's a variety. But then we also have coupons that our community is just so generous and donates various coupons. So we do have some for adults. We do have coupons as well for the kids and the teens, and they get to choose from the treasure chest with little goodies.
Wow, that's really fun. So, can you talk a little bit about why it's so important to keep that reading up over the summer?
Especially for kids, there's this thing called the summer slide.
Yeah.
Where studies have shown that during the summer, we actually lose a good portion of what we learn throughout the school year.
Yeah.
So by reading throughout the summer, it helps keep that information in our minds and It's also just really fun to read. So that's another good benefit.
I read somewhere recently, I forget what the exact numbers was, but it was when I read it, I was like, oh man, I never really thought of that with that summer slide over the course of your primary school years, you end up losing, it was like 3 years worth of reading opportunity. And it can have a very, it seems small and maybe something that's not front of mind, but over the years can really make a big difference whether you're doing that reading over the summer or not.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if somebody, if people are listening and watching and they're like, all right, we want in on this, where do we get started?
So you can either do Beanstack, which you can just search in the App Store.
Okay.
We also have a link on our website, which is beaverdamlibrary.org. Or just stop in at the library, pick up the paper log. We'll be happy to help you.
Okay, very good. Anything else that we missed about the summer reading program that we should know?
So we also, not just the summer reading program, but we do programs throughout the whole summer as well.
Yeah.
So like I do story time every Monday between 9:30. It's 9:30 a.m. and I also do a 1 p.m. session.
Okay.
Because parents and adults liked having that option.
Yeah.
So we do like 2 stories that I read, and we do songs and we dance, and it's so fun to get the kids to love reading.
Yeah.
We also do programs for adults. We do programs for teens. We do all ages. Every Friday at 11, I do programs for all ages. So we switch between like movies and crafts. And all of this information you can either pick up at the library, or it's also on our website, which is again beaverdamlibrary.org.
You beat me to the punch on that one. I was just going to ask, and I know because there's so much going on. Where can folks find? So again, the website is a fantastic resource. And one of the other things we want to talk about, obviously, if folks are familiar with the library, they may know that there's been a renovation process going on for a while. What's the latest with the renovation? I hear you've got some updates for us.
Yes, we have great news. We are officially moving to construction in the fall. So we will be temporarily moving in August to 1701 North Spring Street. It's right by Aldi and Noble Clinic. Yes.
Yeah, okay, I know what space you're talking about. Yeah.
So we will be closed for a few weeks in August. We will extend due dates of items, so you don't have to worry about that. During that time, our hotspots, Rokus, and adventure passes will not be available for checkout because we'll be closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we open that space up, we'll be able to keep programs going on. So we'll still have story time, the puzzle exchange. We have a community puzzle that people really like to work on when they're at the library. So programs for all ages will still be going on. You'll be able to use the free Wi-Fi. We'll be able to answer reference questions, check out books, basically everything that we do at the library we'll be able to do in our temporary location.
How many people is that going to take to get everything moved over there? That's going to be quite a project.
It is. We're slowly working on, packing things up. When you move a house, you find a lot of things that you're like, wow.
Exactly. Well, one of the things you were just mentioning that will be unavailable for just a short time during that process, we want to talk about today, too, and remind folks about, because this was something I just learned about in recent months when Anita was on recently, which is the adventure passes.
Yes.
If folks aren't familiar with that, talk about the adventure passes.
Absolutely. And, I can talk about this 20 times and people still... Everyone won't know what they are, so this is great that I can talk about them again.
Yeah.
These are passes that you can check out at the library. And you can visit popular attractions such as like the zoo. We have one for the Children's Museum in Fond du Lac.
Okay.
We have one for the Horicon Pool, which is great for the summertime. The Wisconsin Historical Society, the Mitchell Park Domes, the Schlitz Audubon Center, and Bookworm Gardens. So all over, people with a library card can come pick up a pass Most of them you can check out for 3 days,
Okay.
except the Huracan Pool, which is a 1-day checkout.
Sure.
Because we want as many people to check it out as
Yeah,
possible.
you want people to be able to do that from day to day. So that's fantastic. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of speaks to, the revolution of libraries, and
Yes.
it's not just, I think so many people still just think of it as a building full of books, but it really is a resource center, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're with Sam Jones, the Youth Services Librarian at Beaver Dam Library. Anything else we needed to touch on or go over before we get you out of here?
I think just reminding people that the library is available for them. It's a free resource. You can just come to the library to, get out from the heat if you want to. So I think it's just a really beneficial part of the community.
And again, you guys are on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
It's a good resource to follow on all the different things going on. And again, if you want to remind folks of the website as well.
Yes, that's beaverdamlibrary.org.
All right, fantastic. Sam, thanks so much for spending a little time with us this morning.
Thank
Great to
you.
meet you. Sam Jones, Youth Services Librarian at the Beaver Dam Library. Make sure to check out the website, and lots of great things happening there all the time. We'll be back to wrap things up for Hometown Today. Coming up next on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Thanks again to Sam Jones from Beaver Dam Library for joining us in our last segment. Thanks as well to Morley Wentland and Lois Levenhagen, who joined us in our first segment today to talk about Day in the Park Craft Fair coming up up on July 13th. Don't forget, coming up later this week, it is another WBEV brat fry. Looking forward to it. This Friday, we're going to be out at Verhaeg's Furniture over in Waupun, 806 West Main Street. That'll be from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Get that pernit brat with a soda or water for just $2. Great deal. $2 for your brat and a soda. And again, that's this Friday from 11 to 1 at Verhaeg's Furniture. And then after that, our next brat fry will be then next Thursday, June 26th. You're saying that sounds like a date that should ring a bell. And it should, because that is the day of our Children's Radiothon. So this is our Radiothon brat fry. That'll be happening right in front of our studios here at 100 Bill McCullum Way in Beaver Dam from 11 till 1. And all the proceeds from that will, of course, benefit to the Good Comer Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. And on top of it, this wasn't special because you get dessert with this brat fry, because Tea's Cup and Cream is going to be on hand thanks to Noel's Angel Walk. They have set that up and coordinated so we can have some yummy ice cream treats for dessert. They'll be bringing out Blue Moon ice cream, mint chocolate chip ice cream, some kind of yummy chocolate ice cream, and they're going to have their homemade ice cream sandwich, cookie ice cream sandwiches. The homemade cookies turned into an ice cream sandwich. Yum! They had them out here last year too, and they just look delicious. I was too late to the party. They were out by the time I got over there because I was so busy. So I'm gonna try to get there early, but it's a limited supply of those. But get over there. That's gonna be a really good time. And of course, you can always find the latest brat fry schedule at DailyDodge.com. Still hoping to add a few more here throughout the summer, so check back on that. And of course, while you're at all of our brat fries, get in on our 95K Sizzling Sweepstakes presented by Newman Pools and Hometown Glass and Improvement. We've got our prize vault going out to all the brat fries. If you can crack the 6-digit code, $95,000 is going to be yours. Will it be you? Can you crack the code? How smart are you? Come out and try your hand at it. You can find all the details on the contest page at DailyDodge.com. That is going to do it for Hometown Today on this Tuesday morning. Community Comment is up next here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.